G'day, cheers. Sonia Bernard here, linked by ink, independent demonstrator. Oh, my cup today. This I received as a birthday present by the sweetest little girl I know. Well, she's not little, she's 16. Sweetest girl I know, Reagan. And she gave me that for my birthday a few years back because she knows I absolutely love Harry Potter. Oh, sorry, I'm a little crooked today. Okay. Today we are going to look into, I don't know what I'm saying. Today we are going to be featuring something from the online exclusives. It is Rhino Ready. Love this. It is so stinking cute and it has matching dies. And I think we've used just about every single one of them in these cards today. I will show you when we turn the camera down. So catalogs, we still have the annual catalog and we have the mini catalog going on right now. Things are while supplies last in this catalog, and then soon it'll be a new catalog. But before all that, online exclusives. Okay, let me turn the camera down and I'll show you what went online. Here we go. Okay, just give me a second to get organized here. So, oh, excuse me, hiccups. I'm a hot mess today. What's new? There we go. Okay, so we have the Rhino Ready stamp set, and then it comes with these cute matching dies, and we have like trees and all three rhino shapes, which is great because sometimes when we get dies, we only have, or a punch, it only punches out one image. But this, we've got all three rhinos in here. We've got these cute leaves, little party hat, a little party whistle. I forget what they're called. The little things that you blow and then it goes, they kind of go out and then back in. I don't know what they're called. It just eludes me. This cuts out the grass. This cuts out little birdies. There's two of them, so you can cut two little birds at once. And I think this is the only die I actually did not use making these cards. So that's what we're using today. And then what else is online? We have tropical leaf stamp set with a tropical leaf punch. And I like actually how you could take these two and combine them with the Rhino Ready because it's very, you know, it has kind of like the same kind of theme going on. That's one of the leaves punched out. To give you scale, here's one of the cards that we're making. These are the dies in the Rhino Ready die set, and this is that punch, so a lot bigger, you can see. And I like how you can put the lines, like, so you can punch this and then stamp these lines on there to make a leaf, or you can stamp and then punch as well. This one you'll have to fussy cut because it's smaller, but it wouldn't be that hard. You can do the lines on this one as well. Just do it, you know, darker. I would do it in a darker color. I like the font. Love you lots. Thanks so much. Hello. XOXO. Love that. Okay. Then we also have some dies. This is the Radiating Stitches dies. How cute are these? So this will cut out on this edge and then it'll emboss, but it's not going to cut on the inner edge, only the outer edges here. You see it's got a ridge there, but there's no ridge here. So the same with this one. And then the same with these. It just cuts and then it gives that fun, it's like a sideways stitching almost, but it's really fun. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to be diving into that later today actually. And then we have Elegant Borders dies. I thought these were so cute. And I think they could just be used for so many different things. I see like a Christmas garland here. I want to like hang ornaments and stuff off it. But those are cute too. I have not had a chance to play with them. Then we also I believe this is all still available in there. This is some, what's the official term? Gold and silver, an 1/8 of an inch trim combo pack. So although this gives me Christmas vibes too, it also gives me wedding, anniversary, you know, all those kind of vibes as well, and just general bling vibes. So those are fun. And then one stamp set, I looked down, I was like, oh, I don't really know if I like that or not. And once I got it in my hands, I absolutely love it. It is the Growth Takes Time Cling Stamp Set. And it says, be patient, your time will come. Wait, upside down. Be gentle with yourself, because, I mean, if you're anything like me, I am my own worst enemy. Look how far you've come. And most importantly, growth takes time. It certainly does. But that's all on the online exclusives, so you can go online and find those there. Okay, let's get started on our card class today. So I'm going to show you how to make 4 cards, and this is a card class to go. So I'll show you how to make it here, and then when you place an order of $35 or more before shipping and tax using the host code that's in the link in the description of this video, then I will send you enough to make 8 cards. There's 2 each of 4 designs. There's just no stamping involved. And with this, if you wanted to create this, you would need to purchase this bundle, and which you can do, make that your purchase. So you would need to purchase the Rhino Ready bundle, or you could use another little stamp set that you already have if you have those adorable owls from Celebration or any other cutesy stamp. Just put that in its place. You're going to get all the die cut pieces. Let me show you what you're going to get. That's just easier. And then if you spend $50 or more, then you will receive a free embellishment as well as the card kit. So you get the envelope as well. There's also a free PDF with step-by-step instructions, and that's emailed to you. So you would get 2 of these, and they would look exactly like this. It's got your layers, it's got your die cuts, it's got your banner, and then this is the scrap for stamping the grass part here, and this is extra white for stamping your images right there. Okay, so that is what comes in the kit. We don't need this because I already have this cut out ready to go. So I love the layouts with these. You can just copy these layouts and use something that you have already in the house. I mean, we've just got our basic white thick cardstock, and we'll just score that. Not score it, burnish it. Burnish the score line. And then this fun paper. Do we recognize the paper? It comes from Enjoy the Journey. The backs of these paper, I mean, this is cute too, but this to me gave me like jungle vibes, so I went with it. Yeah, that Enjoy the Journey paper, probably the biggest surprise paper for me of the entire mini catalog, because the versatility is just, if you saw my Technique Tuesday class, I made little Easter baskets using paper from that pack. So we've got Easter, we've got jungle, we've got the journey cards we've made. Oh my goodness. I think we made them in a card class, not on a video. So here we go. We're just going to glue that down. That's just one layer of 1/8 of an inch shorter all around. And then we're using Garden Green and another piece from the Enjoy the Journey. And the Garden Green is 4 3/8 by 3 1/8. And then we've got our little DSP layer here. And I love how easy this is. And this is 3 by 4 1/4. I'm just going to pop that on there. And you can use your snail adhesive, but I just love liquid. And yes, it does get a little bit on your fingers and stuff, but that's okay. And then we've got our rhinos. How adorable are these? So we've got the little one with the little bird on it, and then we've got the little guy sitting down as well. So I'm going to ink that up, and we're using Tuxedo Memento black ink, and we'll stamp that. And then we have got our other little guy. And there's a little party hat in here too. You could die cut that out. It's not a stamp, but it's just a a die cut that you can use. Then we have some grass. And to do the grass, actually, where did I just put the, oh, here we go. This is Old Olive, I think. Yeah, Old Olive. Oh, I was going to say, I think I said garden green earlier, but this one, this layer is the garden green, and this is Old Olive and Old Olive ink. And just going to stamp that as well onto there. Then you will use your dies to run that through right there, and then you will end up with your grass like this. And you can see I've actually cut this down because I thought that was maybe just a little bit too high, like, so we're just going to glue that on and cut it down there in a minute. Then we need our little critters, our rhinos colored in. So I've done two colors. I googled what color are rhinos, and I kind of just went off what I found there. So I used a for the little bird, a little dark balmy blue and a dark daffodil delight, and you can barely even see his little beak. And then you can color your bird any color you like with these Stampin' blends or markers or watercolor pencils, whatever you have on hand. And if you don't have something yet, then now's a great time to order it and put it towards your qualification to get this kit for free. Am I making sense? So usually I don't color in, but I'm going to show you how I colored these. Just so you have an understanding if you've never used blends before. So I'm using the dark crumb cake, and I'm coloring in the little toes, and you see where all these little lines are. Then I'm just putting a little bit of color there all around. Hey Rebecca, how you doing? And so I'm doing all the dark, doing his tail as well. Then I'm going to go over with my light crumb cake and just fill that in. And where I've got that dark, I'm going to add a little extra circle motion. And then just color, color, color. And this is why I don't usually do this when I'm doing my videos. Now I'm not going to go over the toenails because I don't want them blended. I want those to be, or the tail. You only want to go over what you want to blend in. And you don't want these dark spots just sitting out there. You want to kind of blend it to add some shading to your rhino. And I was thinking of doing one of the horns pink because they actually, well, I saw something. I didn't know the validity of it, but they were painting the horns pink to stop poachers from poaching rhinos. So that's how I did that guy. And then the same principle with the dark and grey granite and the light grey granite. Again, just following the lines that Stampin' Up! Has already put there for you. Colouring the little toenails, make them darker. And then you see here there's some lines, so we just add some lines. There is some beeping going on outside. I don't know what's happening out there. And all up here, there's those darker lines, a little bit of darkness under his eyes. I guess he didn't get much sleep last night. Okay, and then we get our light grey granite and go over that. Again, only going over where you want to blend it. Don't go over the parts where you want it darker. And now if you take this and you go over it several times, you are going to make it darker because the color actually builds on itself. So you don't really want to do that. Well, you may want to if you want it darker, but you don't want to get it all splotchy either. So it doesn't take too long. There we go. Okay, so that is how I colored the rhinos. I hope you were able to see that. And Shelley, hey Shelley. And then we used the dies to die cut them out. And I use a little piece of post-it tape that you can get on Amazon. in when I'm putting that through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and that just keeps it lined up. Some people use washi tape, but I found that washi kind of sticks. So it's called Post-it tape, and it's like a Post-it note, but it's in the form of tape runner. I can put a link on my Facebook page. Okay, and then we end up with these cute little guys. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. And then I did in the old olive also cut out 2 of the leaves, and you get 2 dies in this pack. So there's a large one and a small one. So just straight through. Now we are going to stamp our It's a Great Day. It's a great day to have a great day. That's how I feel today. Just a great day. Let's see how this stamps on here when I don't have a stamp pad. We'll see how it works. A little crooked, but hey, I'm upside down. It's all good. Whoever gets it is going to love it. Okay, so how I started with this is we place everything where we want it first. You line everything up. We're going to put this here. Where did our cut grass go? Did I lose it already? Here it is. We need our grass. Okay, actually the grass is the first thing we're going to do. So we're just going to put this about in the center. He's going to cover it up a little bit. So I'm going to get some glue. Just put a little bit of glue up here. If it'll come out, there we go. And then just pull it down about the center. And then just trim it off. Remember, you don't have to keep things at the same size that they are. You're allowed to cut stuff up. It's okay. Then, dimensionals, because we love them. And, oh, can you imagine if these ever run out? Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Take it back. I take it back, universe. Don't do it. I'm going to go order more now, just in case. I always have a ton, just in case. Because we have free rewards with as a demonstrator based on sales and based on all other things. So I stock up. I definitely stock up. And we've got our minis, which are fantastic. With stuff like this where you just want it so you can't see it poking through. So you would not be able to fit a big one on there. It would just be all hanging over. These minis are great. And now we can just build this. So I'll start with my banner. Now, oh, this banner, I die cut this with Stylish Shapes. Sorry, I didn't. It's a Stylish Shapes banner. You know I love the Stylish Shapes dies. It's a staple to have. I'm praying it'll carry over with the annual catalog. But we will see. And then just... oh, happy little Rhino here. And one more. Such a beautiful day down here in South Carolina right now. It's just gorgeous. It's like 68, sunshine. Love it. Some places it's still freezing. Okay. Things to talk about while I'm trying to get all these dimensional coverings off. Here we go, here we go. So I'll just put that kind of up there in the corner. And I actually didn't, let me take that dimensional off. With this, I'm going to actually stick this on here. So I want that flat. So I'm just going to put one dimensional on the bottom and a smidge of glue up the top here. And then that will be laying flat there. So if you want, you could add bling to this as well. I actually didn't add any bling to these cards because I figured just like the leaves themselves, to me the leaves were the bling. But if you wanted to, you know, step it up a little bit, you sure could. Here we go. And make sure we've got that the right way. And it's basically just put that whole decorated piece on top and boom, done. How cute. I love these rhinos. As soon as I saw them, I knew I had to have them. just had to. Now this next card is a little similar. Thank you, Rebecca. It's a little similar because I use the same paper. Now, if I had a different paper pack, I could certainly, well, I have more paper packs, but I wanted to stick to the one paper pack. So if you're trying to recreate these cards, you can do it with just one paper pack. And here we've got all three guys, and they're just having a happy little birthday party. Here we go. So in the kit, you get, these are the supplies you will receive. So you'll get 2 of each of these because you'll have enough for 2 cards. So you see like all these little dies are already cut. These are from the Stylish Shapes again. And I've got 3 little leaves cut for you. And you've got all these little pieces all ready to go. Everything's ready to go. And here's some scrap for the sentiment, and this scrap is for the, can someone tell me what this is? Is it a noise blower? What is that called? A party whistle? I mean, I just can't remember what these things are called. I know there's a name for it. There's got to be a name for it. Oh, sorry. With this beautiful weather comes pollen and allergies. Okay, we've got our thick base cardstock, thick white cardstock. Let's get all these pieces out of the way. There we go. Okay. So this one, we're actually covering the entire front, and we can just go ahead and glue that on. And it is 5.5 by 4.25, so it's a card front size. If you wanted to get more out of your paper, you could do it the party blower, noise blowers. Okay. I thought there was an actual, like, name. But I'll figure it out later. But to save paper, if you wanted to do 4.25 or 5.25 by 4, because that way you get 6 pieces. If you do the 4.25, you're only going to get 4 pieces out of a 12 by 12 piece of paper. So then you're going to get these guys, and oh, I don't have, oh no. Okay, I'm just going to use this scrap that I've got laying around. You're going to want something underneath, because as you stamp, it's going to go off the edge. So with this one, there's the Rhino that's got the little bird on it. You don't really want to stamp the bird because it won't, the entire thing won't fit on to the piece of paper. Oh my gosh, there's black ink. Oh no, that was on there. I'm losing my mind. So you want to put the bird off to the, I've got the wrong pieces. You want the pieces that are cut out, die cut with the stitching around it. And you want to put the bird over to the left. And I'm trying to see, my iPad is actually in the way. Let's see. There we go. Well, a little bit of his beak's there, that's okay. But I had like half a bird the first time I did it, and it did not look good. So you will do that one. And then I've got the little guy sitting down. So just line it up as best you can. And there's his little face. And then the last guy. I don't know why I think they're guys. I don't know. They could be girls. There we go. Then we've got our little party. We're going to call it a party blower. Oh, it's gonna mess me up. I thought there was a name. Oops, did not do that. Right. There we go. That'll work. Since I already have one cut out. Hee hee. Okay. And that's all in Memento black. And then again in our old olive. That's what we're going to do. Hope your birthday is wild. There. So that's the stamping that you have to do for this card. Okay, and now remember, it's not included in the kit because we are not allowed to do that. It's against Stampin' Up! Policy. But you can purchase the stamps or use something that you already have. Okay, you're going to get all the pieces, so you can simply change the image. Then we're going to start building. We've got our piece of white, basic white cardstock, and let me get you that measurement. Dun, dun, dun. It is, I'm looking at the wrong card. Hello. Okay, it is 2 inches, 2 1/8 inches by 5.5 for the white, and then the garden green is 2 inches by 5.5, and they will layer on each other with the garden green going on top. Now, if you wanted to and you didn't want to use all that paper, you could indeed cut 2 strips. I mean, just take off 2/8 of an inch, and you could easily figure that out. And that way you're not covering up this paper here, and that way you could get more out of the one pack of the one sheet of DSP. So you could do a 1/2 or a 3/4 inch strip, and then whatever this is plus another 1/4 inch, glue them down, and then plop this on top. That'll save you some paper. It's not going to save you time because you're going to have to, cut a little bit extra, but it will save you paper, and you'll get more for your money, which is always a good thing. Okay, so we're going to pop this over top. Hey Joy, how you doing? And how's Florida like? It is Florida, yeah. Down there near Ormond Bay. I like Ormond Bay. That beach down there was really cute. So we've got our little rhinos, and by the power of me doing this last night, we have everything colored in, ready to go. Again, I colored just like if you watch the beginning of the video, you will see how I colored them in with the blends. We're going to simply layer these down on top and put it right there. If you wanted to, you could change the color up, but I like it this way because then it pops up against that garden green. So if we don't want it too busy, if a card gets too busy, it's too much for the eyeballs to handle. And you don't know where to look, and it's just a mess. Okay, and this is our third little guy. We haven't even got to the fun ones yet. Seriously, these are cute, but I love the trees. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got them all layered, and then of course what goes on the back? Dimensionals, dimensionals. If I was smart, I would have had these done already, but has anyone purchased any of the online exclusive yet? Anyone who is watching? Because I'm just in love with it. Have you seen the online exclusives? Oh, they re-released the 2-inch punch, the 2-inch circle punch, and the, I think it was 1 3/4 inch circle punch. They both sold out, but I saw on another demonstrator's website this morning that they were back in stock. So if you don't have them and you've been wanting to get them, you could go in and order them. And I love how this new online exclusives gives us or gives Stampin' Up! The ability to reorder items that are popular. I love it. And if you want to know, like if something is gone, it's an online exclusive, for example, the frosted dots, they sold out, like, I think the first day. It was ridiculous, right? Because they're so cute and everybody's loved them. So if you go on there, I think it says not orderable at this time or something. So if it still shows on the website as not orderable, that means it's still there. They're just going to reorder it and it'll be back at a later time. I might have put them too far up, but that's okay. So yeah, when you lay these down, you might want to lay it down a little bit closer there, but it still looks fine. Okay, we'll still roll with it. Then I cut out my little party blower. I colored it with the Daffodil Delight and Balmy Blue and then die cut that. There is a little cute little die cut. So, I mean, it'll be super easy to fussy cut as well if you don't have a die cutting machine yet. And if you don't have the, if you want to recreate this, but you don't have the, you know, the stylish shapes dies, just use a square on a square. It doesn't have to have the little cute line around it. It'll still look good. So just a little bit of glue on this one. Oh, that was maybe a little too much glue. Well then, oh well, we'll just put it down. Oh, see that glue popped out? Don't worry about it. I won't tell if you don't tell. Okay. Then, the little leaves, we're going to put the minis again on here. We're going to take this and you're just going to fussy cut around it. Just follow it around and just keep going. Look how quick and easy this is. Doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just try to round out the edges a little bit. See how easy that is? Remember, turn your paper. The scissors should kind of stay where they are. You just turn your paper. Whoop. And there you go. Quick, easy. Hope your birthday is wild. Okay. So dimensionals, dimensionals, dimensionals. But on this one, we only want dimensionals on this side because we're going to put it here and we want that. Actually, I think we can double dimensional. Double dimensional. So that double dimensioning is just means you're putting one on top of the other. So you've peeled it off, then you're going to put another one here, and you're going to peel that off. That way, when we stick this down here, because we've got a lot of height between those, that will be flat here, and it will look more flat rather than sloping down. And then we get our little minis on here. Again, I love these cute little leaves, I tell you. Give me such island vibes. I know that's like more like probably Africa, but tropical vibes, that's what it gives me. There we go. And lastly, some leaves. Now, like I said, if you wanted to add some bling to this, you could, but to me, the leaves are what I'm using in lieu of the bling. If you want to, you could probably maybe get some Wing Castella, put it on the leaves if you were so inclined. Oh, I'm just not, these little minis are just being a little hard today to peel off. There we go. I don't have glasses on, of course. I should. And just kind of try to get to the edge. Don't go over that edge there. Otherwise, it's not going to fit in your envelope. And there is card number 2. Still waiting for your stuff to come in. Oh, no. You're going to love it when you get it. I did put some express ordering in there because I just couldn't wait. Oh, my goodness. So, let me get the next card. Okay. We're going to do this guy. And we've got a tree. And this is actually really easy. I love it. And again, if you don't have one of the dies, you can just do a square. You can see that, I'll show you. Here's all your pieces that you're going to get. So, you're going to get your actual base cardstock. Then we've got this super cute starry sky. I really like this color. And again, this same paper is from Enjoy the Journey. Who knew, right? And I've actually used the deckled, what's it called? Deckled rectangle die. And if you do have these, it's the 3rd largest one. And if you don't have this and want to recreate this card, simply cut out another rectangle, okay? Doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to have all the dies to recreate this card. Now with the circles, if you don't have the circles, this was used using the layering circles dies. And if you do have them, it is the one on the, what is that, top left? I'm upside down, so, oh, I'm holding the wrong one. That's that one. And if you don't have this, if you have a punch, use a punch. Otherwise, you know what? Make these 2 squares and just layer them on as squares. Okay, then the Stylish Shapes dies is this one, and that is the second to largest one that we use there. So don't be thinking, oh, I can't make these, don't have the dies and stuff. You can use just, you cut a square, cut a rectangle. It does not have to be a circle, and it'll be fine. Then you're going to get, again, a little piece for the grass and a little piece for the rhino. And this time, we're going to do the cute rhino. But if you have the set, or if you buy the set, so that you can make more of these cards, more than just your kit, then, oh, I lost where my train of thought was going with that. It just went out the window with the bird. There we go. Put the little bird there too. And you can do, the thing about this is this little bird is so cute, and you can just do multiples. That was a little thick there. You can even put one there, and you've got space to cut him out. So, okay, I'm not going to do the grass again. It's exactly the same as we did last time. We stamped it on Old Olive cardstock with Old Olive ink, and then die cut out. So we get this. And we've got our cute little rhino, our cute little bird. There he is, and some grass. Yep, that thought just disappeared. Poof. I'll come back to it, I'm sure. Okay. Again, this is the thick white cardstock base. Remember, always burnish from the inside out. That way, if you start at the top, sometimes it'll go crooked, so from the middle outwards. Then we're going to start with the grass, and you can see I actually made a boo-boo here. I cut it off first, and then I glued it on here and then trimmed around. What I should have done is just put the whole shebang down, and we're going to figure out, let's put our tree together. So you'll have this little die, and this is in Early Espresso, and this is in Old Olive, and it's just so cute. I don't know why I think it's so cute, but what I've done is put a little bit of glue at all the little, like at the forks. I call it the forks. I don't know. There we go. A little bit of glue, all just at the tip. Probably like 1/8 of an inch I'm going. There we go. I did put it on all of them because I want it to stay there. And then this part with the little cut that's at the front. Oh, you know what? I didn't think you could put a little birdie in there. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Look at that. You could stick a birdie in that tree right there. Didn't even think about it till just now. So if you want, you can put birds in the trees. Then just lay that down flat and then just pop this on top. And it'll just kind of naturally fit on there. And then you've got your little tree. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. So we're going to have the tree, and the tree's actually going to be coming off. Some of this is kind of going to be hanging over like this. So we kind of don't need all this extra grass here. So I cut down here where that big, with it basically kind of around the middle. I'll just chop that off. Then I am going to glue this down. I'm going to chop that a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and just glue this. If the glue will come out, there we go. And put it about there. Looks about good. Looks about right, right? Okay. And then we'll just trim that around. Now, probably should have stamped first, but we're just going to cross our fingers and hope. It's a cute little Hello Friend stamp. And again, you want to kind of get your stuff kind of figured. It's about there. And we need to make sure we've got room for our little stamp, so it's not going to get covered up by anything. So if we go about here. Ooh, that was a little intense. That's okay. I put a little bit too much ink on that one. It'll be fine. Okay, we're going to glue our tree down next, and basically just all over the stem. We're going to do there. And if you didn't like this and you're like, oh, I don't like how that's looking, you know what? Just stamp it again on a piece of paper and then cut it out and pop it right on top of there, and it'll be fine. It will be no worries. And which I may do because it's kind of intense. And I should be using a stamping pad. I always find they work better with a stamping mat. There we go. A little mini for the bird. And the reason I put the little bird where I did was because the Rhino kind of looks like he's looking back over his shoulder. I want to kind of cover up the edge of that grass there. And I also want to cover that tree. I want that. So your Rhino doesn't have to be straight. You can put it crooked. So he's kind of looking back over his shoulder at the little bird. There. And if you want, you can put some more little birds in the tree. That would actually probably look super cute. Then it's ready to assemble. We're going to go ahead and just glue this down. I literally just put the I put the lid on the glue and then took it right off. So that'll fit, so you just have a little edge around there. And you could use a scalloped circle too if you wanted to underneath that. Just want to give that a little peekaboo edge. Then we're going to layer these two together. Again, just a lot of layering. Love the paper. Again, enjoy the journey is what we're using. And I just can't believe it's so versatile. If you didn't see my Easter baskets using the exact same paper, it's just crazy that it has so much versatility. Now this is going to be offset to the side. We're not going to put this in the center, okay? Boring. We're going to put it over to the edge. And just glue all over the back. And about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch. There we go. See how easy this is. So easy. And so cute. And of course you can change up the, you know, I always tell you, change up the paper, change up the color, change up the stamp set, use something different. And you're going to come up with another fun card. Change the orientation of the card, make it go this way, do something different, okay? And then we'll just have that just overlapping a little bit. There. Ta-da! Card number 3. We are done. We've got one more. One more, because you're going to get 8 in this card kit. And yeah, I may just stamp that again and cover that up. But that's okay. Okay, our last one. Oh, it's adorable. It's like a little scene from a movie. How cute is this? Let me hold this up so you can really see it. See, we have multiple birds. I've got them up here. But you probably could put them in these bushes as well. In the trees. Do we love it? Oh, sorry, I just need some of my coffee. Okay, so here's what you get in the kit. And you'll get 2 of these. So have a total of 8 cards. Completely free shipped to your door, and then a PDF emailed when you make a qualifying purchase. So you will have the layers, and then this is for you to stamp your images on. And oh my goodness, I forgot to die cut this circle. So I guess I'll just, guess I'll have to do that real quick. Okay. So again, just assembling is really where it's at. Once you get this, your only stamping is you're going to stamp basically what you just did for this card too. You're going to stamp this rhino, and then you want at least 3 little birds, not these heavy-handed ones, 3 cute little birds, color them in and fussy cut them out. So that's what this piece of paper is going to be for. Then you will have this die cut already in the package, which I forgot, but I will put it in there. Okay, and then you'll have the trees. So you've got just this stamping and then the Hello Friend stamping. We'll see if we can stamp that better this time. So we'll layer these two together. Look at that. It's so cute. Love, love, love this paper. Oh. And you know, I even heard whispers that they can, Stampin' Up! Can go, okay, well, we really liked this paper from this mini, or we really like this paper from this annual catalog, but we don't have room in it, or like a stamp set. I'm not saying they're going to do this, but they now have the option to go, well, we really liked this and people really liked it, so you know what? We can't keep it in the catalog, but we can go ahead and pop that onto our online exclusive storefront, and we can keep selling it. Isn't that awesome? I love this whole online exclusives deal that Stampin' Up! Has come up with, because it's not in the catalog, so you do have to go online to see the extras, but we still have the catalogs. We're not getting rid of the catalogs. Don't you worry about that, because I love my paper catalogs. Oh my goodness. But then we've also got our little extras, just like our kits. We have our kits online. They're not in the catalog, but they are all online. And this is actually, card is actually going this way. But we'll do that. So we're just layering and layering, and we're building, except for our circle, because I didn't cut it out. And you know what? I know what I'm going to do. Okay. Now, you've got some extra pieces in here. And these are not trees. As we can see, these are bushes. And in a lucky, just coincidence, these two little bushes fit on here perfectly. Just couldn't have planned that any better. So, if I can get some glue, we'll put them flat on there. And so we're just going to put that right there along the bottom of the pink DSP. Oops. And then we'll put this second one down. I love scene building. I think it's so fun when we've got the dies and everything, and to make a little picture. There we go. And now our tree. Oh, I forgot. My tree's got to go behind that. Don't do like I did. Okay, we can just hold that up a little bit. Oh, okay. Made a boo-boo. Okay, do the trees first. The trees. So this big one goes with that, and then this one goes. If you look at this, doesn't it look like chicken feet? Like, for real? It's like little chicken feet. I don't know why, but that's what I get from it. Is little chicken feet. Okay, we're going to put this little bit here on the ends. Just a teeny tiny smidge. And just lay it down, and then just pop this on top. Now it looks like a tree and not chicken feet. And again with this one, Whoops, just make sure we've got it the right way. This right here is probably the most tedious little thing, is just putting the glue right there on the little tip. That's the, yep, I would say this is the most tedious thing of this whole card series that I'm doing today. But it's so much fun to do. I have a teammate, Lala. She is on my team and she loves building miniatures, and this reminds me of her. There we go. Okay, and then of course, what do we need? Say it with me. Dimensionals. And since I forgot to cut the circle, you will get the circle, but I think I'm going to try to get away with this right here. I think that's good. I have an extra little sentiment here. It's a banner, so we're going to see how this looks on this card. Why not? Let's make it happen. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this one. Oops. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and layer this on first, because some of this hangs over. So we want to be seeing where all the placement's going to be with it hanging over. So we're going to have our big tree in the background, our little tree in the foreground, but behind that. Then we're going to have our little Rhino friend. So maybe we want to put this over a little more. And we're going to throw this banner in here. Why not? That works. We can do it. Okay, so we're going to glue our trees down. Just a little bit of glue on all this. And tuck it under there. So I guess you could glue part of this down and just leave this part up until after you put your tree in. And then we're going to re-glue that because I made a boo-boo. There we go. Oops, a little bit of glue squishing out. Got a little crazy there with the glue. And making sure we still got room for our banner. I will just glue this down flat as well. Really just need a little bit here, a little bit on the stem, and you're good to go. So again, it's kind of just leaving everything, so positioning it so you can see where it's going. We're going to tuck him under. And there we go. If you've got a little bit of glue coming out, that's okay. It really won't be noticeable once it dries. Then we've got our little Rhino. We're almost there. Doing good. We're right on time. Animal Kingdom vibes, yes. Oh my goodness. Although I haven't been to Animal Kingdom, I was thinking Lion King. Hang on. I have not been to Animal Kingdom yet. I need to go. I've only ever been to the Magic Kingdom where the Disney Princess Castle is, Cinderella's castle. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use this one just because it was there and we can. And I'll show you the difference in a minute of using that one versus using... What? Something just hit my door. I don't know what that is. Using a round one. So... we've got Hakuna Matata, right? Lion King. Okay. So, I've just got little dimensionals on my birds. And I had these on my banner, and I think I'm still going to put one here. But this one, you know what? Let's go ahead and put him in the tree. Why not? I'm going to take that dimensional off. It's stuck to my finger. Hang on. I'm going to stick this little guy in the tree. Oh, yes. Look at that. Let's just put a little bit of glue on him. Mix it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be exactly how I do it. It's your kit. You can change it. There we go. So, again, I'm not putting bling because I'm using the birds on my bling. Sets of 3. Remember, 3 and 5. And so here's the difference in these two cards. We've got the little birds that are more like grouped together over here. He might need a double dimensional. He needs a double dimensional on the back of him to keep him popped up a little bit. So there's slightly different. It gives a little bit of a different visual look. Which one do we like better, the banner or the circle? You know what? I'll put them both in your kits for you. When you place that order, I'll make sure that I cut out a banner for you and a circle, and then you can choose which one you want to do. Okay, so you'll have a banner and a circle for each card of each of these. So 2 circles, 2 banners in your kit. Okay, there we go. That is Rhino ready. So adorable, so cute. I don't know which one's my favorite. My daughter Jasmine, she liked these 2 green ones the best. And I think maybe that's just got the paper. It's just more jungle vibes. Definitely got these jungle vibes happening. But they're so cute. I just love the way they turned out. I love creating these for you guys. I hope you love it. Thank you. This card is my favorite. Oh, which one, Shelley? Because I put them all together now. Or you mean the card set. So we've got, let's see, we'll vote. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. And this is 4. Which one do we like the most? Go ahead and put a comment. I would love to see, even if you're catching the replay. This one, the one with the trees in the pink, number 4, is Shelley's favorite. Yeah, mine too. I really like it. I like just, it's like a scene, and it's fun and it's bright, and so we can kind of go, you know, masculine or feminine, change the paper, change the color, and it, you know, that could go either way, but you could change it to these colors, and then you've got 4. 4's Rebecca's favorite too. Yeah, I love this one. It's, I don't know why, it's just fun. It's fun to look at. So is it wrong for me to love my own card? I don't know, but I do. I love it. Okay, so that is today's Rhino Ready class to go. Again, how that works is you use my host code, which is in the description, and you place an order, and that order has to be placed by next Monday, which I think is the 13th of March, by midnight. And then you must use the host code, and using that host code you will get this free card kit. Again, no stamped images, but it will have everything I've shown you. And then if you spend $50 or more prior to shipping and tax, I'll also throw in a free embellishment, and it'll be a surprise. It'll be something that's new from the annual catalog or the mini catalog, or maybe an online exclusive. You never know. Okay, I hope you've loved it. I've loved having you here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead on YouTube and click that subscribe button. If you haven't liked my Facebook page, please go ahead and click that like button. I truly appreciate it. If you're watching replay, hashtag replay, let me know which one is your favorite. Okay, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend coming up here in just a few days, and you can catch me again. I will be on YouTube Tuesday, 2 p.m. with a new card technique. If you haven't seen my my one from last Tuesday, just 2 days ago, I just made this cute little basket. And again, you notice the paper? Yes, look at that. But if you need a bigger basket, we also have the jumbo bunny with the jumbo chocolate. Here's what's most important right here. Chocolate. Okay, so you can go check that out on YouTube. The tutorial is up and running. Thank you again so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I've loved having you here. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.